Hello everyone, Crypto Explorer here. Welcome back on the channel. Hope you guys doing well as always. This video is going to be about the 3 tools every DeFi enthusiast should know of. I'm sure there are many others that I'm not aware of. If you know them and you think they're worth to be shared, let me know in the comments down below. I would really appreciate it that you share that information with me. These are the ones I use the most on a daily basis even, and they are very useful to managing projects, to checking out what's up and coming, overall to taking uh, um, acquaintance with the current state in the DeFi scene. Okay, so guys, that's what I will be sharing with you for the upcoming minutes. Tune in if you're interested in this type of content. Also hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to get more of it in the future. Okay, before getting started talking about these ones, let me just give a quick shout out to everyone who has been recently joining and subscribing to the channel. Guys, welcome aboard. The whole point of the channel is sharing information. Information is power, as I like to say, putting it out there and let it be reachable by the people. Okay, so that being said, thank you for the newcomers. Thank you also for the guys that uh, have been sticking around since the beginning of the channel and watching the videos. I really appreciate the support, guys. So let me start stop talking and start giving you the reasons about that make these tools so useful for DeFi enthusiasts and investors alike. Okay, now let's get started with the Moonarch. Moonarch is by far the most complete one. Okay, you can log in with your wallet, and that's where Moonarch shines the highest. This is the standard screen that you get when you just type in the app, type in the website, and don't feel overwhelmed by the sheer amount of information. If you're a newbie to DeFi, to crypto, um, endure the pain, wrap your head around it, because this information here is very nicely put. And when you get the hang of it, you will see that everything falls into place, and it's displayed in an optimal manner for you to absorb the information. So right now what you're looking are the tokens, the top gainers on the Binance network. You can choose other networks, and feel free to do that if you're interested in other blockchains. But by standard, they're just showcasing what's happening on Binance, which is by far the most used blockchain when it comes to DeFi, and yeah, one of the biggest blockchains out there, obviously. So there's the top gainers where you can check what's up and trending with the tokens. There's token events that also shows you when ownership is renounced, also in real time. So if you have your eyes on a specific token, you can get all those informations here from Moonarch. Okay, also on a side note, here in the wallet, if you connect your wallet, that is, you will see all the tokens that you have on yours, and sometimes you will see even tokens that you never bought, and you might wonder why they are there. Especially you might wonder why they are worth a few hundreds, if not a few thousands of US dollars. I would stay away from those tokens. They are most likely scams, okay? There are many scams in crypto, and those will most likely be a way for you to lose your money, to people to get access to your wallet if you try to interact with those. But anyways, do your own research, guys, about the token if that is something which is happening to you. Do some research, get to know if it's a real token, or maybe someone made the mistake and just airdrop that to your wallet unknowingly. Okay, highly unlikely, but still possible. All right, now let's talk about the other aspect that probably is the one that makes Moonarch that is the what makes Moonarch the most well-known platform in DeFi, which is the miners listing side of things. They have miners and they have ROI dApps that they list here on their channel. I'm not going to go into technicalities. Basically, those both are DeFi projects that people can invest in, okay? And I'm going to just give you a brief rundown of how this reads. So you have the mining projects here on top. The reason why these ones are on top is because they're paying the platform to be shown on top and be more visible to users. Um, and there's the name, there's the network in which the project operates. You see, if it's on Polygon, it will have the Polygon symbol. The second token is the token of usage of the project. So if you want to invest in such projects, it will tell you the token in which you need to invest with. Then you have these icons here, which are links for the token. The first one links for the DApp, then their Telegram group. Then you have also for the contract address on BSC scan, so you can check transactions, you can check the TVL in real time, stuff like that. The shield icon will give you a little bit more detail in info. What Moonarch does, they also do a light audit on contract. It's not a full through audit like, for instance, what George Stamp does, what the Stamp does, but it's still a nice little feature. If there's red flags, these icon will be red and they will let you know what are the issues or possible issues with the contract. Okay, regardless, they will always tell you extra information in this shield icon, mostly if it's audited or not and how basically the project works. Okay, then you have the fees, the fees for deposit, the fees for withdraw, and the age for how long a specific project has been running. In the case of in X amount of time, in 23 hours for Kenkai, it's that the project, it will be released in that time. If it's new, it will tell you if it has been launching today or the past day. It's a recent launch, it will tell new. Then the daily percentage that the project pays, current TVL, TVL fluctuation for the last day, for the last week, and where Moonarch shines the highest, in my opinion. And once again, you have to be connected with your wallet, is with the action buttons. Let's say if you're invested in a couple of this, or in 5, 6, 10, you name it, you can manage your investments from the Moonarch dashboard. You can buy more, you can withdraw, you can even buy on new ones that you are not yet invested in. As long as you have been invested with the wallet that you're connecting in on Moonarch, you can manage your investment. You can buy, compound, sell, you name it. Okay, so definitely a tool for the pros, for advanced users, but very, very useful. So wrap your head around it. I did a video about Moonarch in further detail a while ago, so feel free to check that if you're interested in to know more about Moonarch. So check that on my channel, okay? Now, that's what the sheer amount of information is what makes Moonarch to stand away from the rest, okay? And the fact that it allows you to interact directly with several projects at a time. But also the sheer amount of information might feel a bit overwhelming for especially newcomers. That's also a con, okay? But definitely overall, Moonarch is a must-have tool. If you're even starting in crypto, in DeFi, get to know Moonarch, get at ease with the user interface. It will provide to be very, very useful for you in the long run, okay? Let's go to DeFi Detective now. These guys, they also do listings, but they are not as complete as of Moonarch, although they do have their own Telegram group, which is very useful because they keep track of the projects being listed here. And if something fishy happens, they will let the community know almost in real time. They do such a good job with that if you're on track with what they're talking about on their Telegram channel, you will be just knowing basically in real time what's happening. Okay, if there's some shady changes to contract, stuff like that, even if certain projects that allow people to unstake at any time, if those are draining quickly, they will let the community know. Okay, so very useful group for you to join in if you haven't. And also they do their own audits for the projects listed here. If the project applies for that, they will go through the audit, and they are very experienced people. Okay, the people on DeFi Detective, they are experienced, they know what they're doing. And if there's a badge in the side of a project, well, it's a very unlikely case for it to rug. Okay, although we all know audits are not fail proof, but still, audit from this team is reliable enough, in my opinion. Okay, so really, uh, a really, really good job that the DeFi Detective is doing when it comes to making DeFi a safer place for users. My big shout out to them. They're doing such a great job. Keep it up, guys. So the last one, it will be Goat Miners. This one is the most recent of the three. It's the most simple, the most friendlier, probably for people. Although DeFi Detective is also very user friendly. Um, Goat Miners, it's the same, very user friendly. It has the most important information here on display. It has the status, if it's active, if you press it, it will give you further update. It has been active for 6 days in this case. You have the TVL, then you have links regarding the project, the token in which it operates, fees for the project, daily percentage it yields, the audit, and the security info. You see, if you press these icons, it will give you further information about the project. Okay, very very useful. And they also have like this graph here, which some people might rather instead of numbers, which is quite handy. And also, if you press let's press Kenkai for example. If you press any app listed here, you will be led onto this page, which has the links that I already mentioned. Also, it's a more condensed sort of information without having all the other projects around, so it's all solely focusing on the project that you want to know about. It has also their updates, their details about the projects that the team on Goat Miners came up with. So very very useful tool, definitely to know. And what it makes it different from the others is that they're doing giveaways very often. Okay, so if you're one of those people who looks for giveaways on the DeFi space and maybe build your bag by participating in those, join their Telegram channel. They do those quite often. And yeah, this is what Goat Miners also has to offer, guys. So these are the ones I use on a daily base. There are others, like I said. If you think there are some that I should be aware of, well, feel free to get in touch on the comments down below and let me know about those. I will be linking all these three platforms under in the description of the video, guys. I'm gonna wrap this one up. Thank you for watching. Take care, stay safe, because DeFi it's still a wild, wild world, and I'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe for more of this type of content, guys, okay? See you soon.